Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to break down all of the latest content in NHL 22. As we are through near the end of the year, we're getting some more final North American Team of the Season cards. We got 3 more of those. We also have the new Tuesday Tilt cards, and I kind of want to talk about Tuesday Tilt and my feelings about it and what I would like to see improve maybe for next year or just improvements in general. If you guys enjoyed the content, make sure you give the video a like and subscribe. All right, let's get into the content. All right, we'll kick things off with the 97 overall Team of the Season, Patrick Kane, 5'10", gold spinorama. And this is like the one card where this could be a pretty fun ability to try out. I've talked about it a lot over the last little while, just about spinorama in general and some of the more obscure abilities, but this could actually be a pretty fun one. Silver tape to tape all alone is pointless. 1T with third eye also one that I don't really think is worth grabbing. But then elite edges could be fun. Everything else is 99. Obviously at this stage of the game, there really isn't a competitive advantage. 99 is 99. 5'10" is obviously not going to do you a lot of favors at the higher end skill of the game. But nonetheless, if you are a Blackhawks fan, a Patrick Kane fan, or just want to try out a really fun card, this 97 Patrick Kane is definitely going to be a 99 and a really fun ability in my opinion. Then we've got the 93 Chris Letang, who's quietly still having one of the best seasons for defensemen. It's crazy how, I don't know, maybe because Crosby gets all the love, but Letang just quietly puts up like 50-point seasons. It's wild. Anyway, 6 foot with gold stick him up, which is obviously very good. Elite edges, not a huge fan of on defensemen. 1T seeing eye is a fun combo as well, and silver tape to tape, all decent silver abilities. He's got 94 speed, 94 acceleration. Definitely going to continue getting upgrades, so he will be a 99, so it's a safer one as well. And with the abilities, it's actually not that bad. Again, right-handed defenseman, it's a little bit more wide open in terms of players that, you know, if you want to have the max team. Obviously, left-hand side is locked up with Hedman as well as Coburn, but Chris Letang, a really nice option here, and again, he will get an upgrade throughout the rest of the season. And then the Toronto Maple Leafs get the 97 Team of the Season, Mitch Marner, 97 speed, 97 acceleration, gold tape to tape, silver no contest, quick pick, close quarters, elite edges, and unstoppable force. Mitch Marner cards have always felt because he's very slender at 172. Even though he is 6 foot, he plays much smaller. He gets bumped off the puck very easily. Reminds me a lot of Elias Pettersson cards. However, it does make it quite interesting with Unstoppable Force and Elite Edges and Close Quarters. This could be a really, really fun card if Unstoppable Force can make up for the fact that he's only 172. But Leafs fans, you got your next Team of the Season, and it definitely is earned in Mitch Marner. And we also finally got our 99 Auston Matthews. He is now 99 everything. It's what we've been waiting for pretty much all season long. And I had a feeling at 98 his speed would still be lower, but 99, all problems are avoided as everything gets to 99, which does make him a very, very good centerman. One of the best in the game. Gold, Unstoppable Force, and Close Quarters make him phenomenal. And again, when you compare his X Factor card, obviously, you want to turn it in because his X Factor card had such underwhelming abilities. It's a no-brainer here if you stuck with it. I still don't think the cost was worth it. You paid about $2 million in coins to upgrade that Auston Matthews to get this card. And honestly, when, just in the market, you're probably going to be able to find easy or cheaper than that. Yeah, again, $1.2 million, which seems daunting, but it's still far cheaper than getting his X Factor all the way up. So it's something just to keep in mind there, but still, 99 Matthews, one of the best centers for the rest of the game. All right, guys, the last thing that I want to talk about is the Team of the Season Booster Pack. Week 3 is back in the store. It's untradeable, and I want to make it very clear that you should not be buying this pack. It's 3,700 points, and in Canada, because that's where I'm located, you're looking at about like $40, $45 just to get an untradeable card that you might not want. So there is no way that I would recommend actually doing this. With coins, I mean, to be honest, coins might be half decent value for you at 185,000 coins, but there's no way I'd be spending money to rip one of these, just because it's, it's just, you're not guaranteed what you want. And I think for that amount of money, you should definitely be guaranteed. And, but if you have 200,000 coins, there's not much else that's going to improve your team, so you might as well take a shot, I think. But still, this pack is kind of like a trap. I wouldn't get into it. Then we've got the new Tuesday tilt cards with Jacob Vrana. We'll start off with the Detroit Red Wings, who's having a very good season as of late. Gold tape to tape and elite edges. He does get another customizable synergy slot if he does score more points than his opponent for it. 95 acceleration, 94 speed. He was a really good card I believe in the Nations of Hockey event or the Hockey Roots event early on in the year. Very, very good skater in hut as well as a decent shot. So a very, very fun card. If you're a Red Wings fan, maybe try out and grab him. The issue here is there's just no way you're going to be able to attain them because they don't really hit the market because no one rips packs on a Tuesday or a Monday, sorry. And then the cost to actually make these sets is 20 team of the season collectibles, which is roughly 300,000 coins. I'm not paying 300,000 even if Jacob Vrana scores 3 points and he's up to a 96 overall. So something just to keep in mind there. It's a fun event, and maybe if you want to shoot your shot because you're a fan, then I totally agree, but I just don't think it's worth it. We've got his opponent, the 93, Brady Tkachuk from the Ottawa Senators, and this is a very, very fun card. Truculence, born leader, and he's 6'4". I've always loved Brady Tkachuk cards. If you go back to, I believe, NHL 20, one of my Mount Rushmore of hut cards over the last 5 years, the Fantasy Hockey Brady Tkachuk Master Set was one of my favorites. 90 speed, 90 acceleration. That's obviously tough to invest in, even with everything else that you've given him. And he'd have to score 4 points, and it would only go up by 2 acceleration and 2 speed. So just obviously tough. At 300,000 coins to actually make the sets to acquire these cards. Let's just talk quickly about the team of the season, because I do think it does have potential. I think that there needs to be a way to acquire these for much less. If it's maybe start them at 88 and allow us to play, offline challenges, something to acquire these for free. I think that the one thing this kind of shows and highlights is that EA, and not EA NHL, but EA Sports, their model just is brutal in the late game of Hockey Ultimate Team. I'm going to have a video that's going to come out and actually kind of highlights the player-based drop-off in NHL, specifically based on some numbers that someone in my community did record. I'll have that video out for you a little bit later on, tomorrow probably, but everything gets more expensive as if the interest in the game is still at its highest. So these cards are 93 overall with the potential to go up higher, and they're 300,000 coins to make them untradeable, okay? And they might just stay at 93. That even if they get up to 96, that still is not worth it. It just seems that, EA Sports model is to just really not give any guaranteed cards out without there being some extreme cost to it. And it's unfortunate. It's something I hope to change. I am a big proponent in the Game Changer Discord of trying to give out or trying to get guarantee rewards. It just seems more and more like it's an EA thing. So maybe we'll see that in the future. But the Tuesday Tilt idea, I love. Anytime that they actually tie in the real game to Hockey Ultimate Team is phenomenal. I mean, one of my favorite events, I've said this before, my favorite event all year round is the EVO event because EA has no control. I mean, you saw what happened with Duchesne. My Twitter would melt down every time Duchesne scored a goal. And that's just fun. Like, I enjoy seeing that because you're paying attention. I can tell you this, I've watched more Nashville Predator games than I have in probably my whole life this season because of that card. And more than that is just awesome. Like, I would watch this game to see if my cards would upgrade. I mean, there could even be a way, I mean, I guess this would kind of be on the line of gambling, but imagine there was a free pack of a 90 overall, and you just got to pick one. And the only one that went up is whoever had the most points. Like, they got to keep their points. The other one just got a 90 overall card. At this stage of the game, everything is so expensive, but there's no cards on the market. Very few people are playing the game. And that goes for any sports game. It's not like it's just NHL. The longer, it's 6 months out and now further. It happens in MLB, it happens in Madden, but NHL, obviously, with the 4 consoles, as well as, it being the smallest of the 4 major sports, it's just awfully difficult, and it needs to be addressed. It needs to be brought to the forefront that as the game goes along, there needs to be a cheaper entry point to acquire cards because it just, you're basically hindering and hurting the most dedicated player base that's still playing your game, and I just don't agree with it, but that's just me. All right, guys, so rant's over. That is going to do it for me today. Let me know what you think of the new content down below, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.